Hey folks, welcome back to our Dice Tower preview. I'm Mark, and today we're taking a look at Exchange. Exchange is brought to you by Games by Bicycle. It's for 3 to 6 players, ages 10 and up, and games range anywhere from 35 to 45 minutes. The year is 1792, and you and 23 New York City stockbrokers just signed the Buttonwood Agreement. In a few short years, this group of brokers would be known as the New York Stock Exchange, one of the greatest and most influential pillars in the global economy. Exchange is a stock trading game of strategy and wit. Players carefully plan their strategy phase by phase, trying to cash in big in a constantly changing market. However, playing the market is only half the battle. The only thing harder to predict than the stock market might just be the players sitting at the table with you. The one who can best match wits with their opponents will reign victorious in this fast-paced battle of social elite. Quick look at setup. You have the main board. On the main board is where you'll be tracking the different types of stocks. You have banks, bonds, and insurance. They're represented by the different trackers, and you'll be setting them in the middle of the board to start at the $50 value. At the bottom of the board, you have the round tracker until you get to the market close, which will dictate the end of the game. And then you have the money. Be placing at the bottom of the board 10, 50s, and 100s. Now, each player is going to get a set of cards. These cards are range from phase 1, 2, and 3. Phase 1 is strictly dictating what types of stocks that you're going to perhaps buy or sell. In the phase 2 pack, you will be determining how much you're selling or buying for that particular round. And the final phase 3 pack has cards that will allow you to manipulate the market, bumping things up or down. Each player also receives a ledger board, and this is where you'll be tracking all your different stocks. So during the course of the game, you'll be making these choices in secret and then simultaneously revealing. And that's really the basics, as well as the fact that you have some asymmetric powers in this game. Based on the different founder cards, you will divvy those out to all the players until all the cards have been handed out, and each player will choose one, discard the others. This will give you your starting ledger board balances as well as your starting money for the game. On the side of the board, there will be a market forecast, which will be used round after round. So each game consists of 5 rounds, and until you get to the market close. Once you do, you will have one last chance to manipulate this market and sell off your stocks, trying to get the most net worth at the end of the game so you can be declared the ultimate broker. Now, through each round of the game, you're going to be manipulating the cards in these different phase folders. The first folder is all about the type of stock or security that you wish to invest in or perhaps sell. You're going to look at the phase 2 folder and pick a quantity as well as if you're selling or buying. And these two are really working together. Now, this phase 3 folder is all about picking a market that you wish to manipulate up or down. And that's really the basics of what you're doing with these 3 different packets. So you'll be doing this in secret and placing them face down so no one can see. And then simultaneously, you will flip those folders over, and first thing you'll do is then use the market forces card. You'll flip one over and adjust the market as it says to. Now, these cards are going to do a lot of different things and can really wreck your plans that you had on this particular turn. So be mindful of those. But there's a way to at least get a heads up. You can also pay $50 to see what this is going to do on that next turn. So you might want to invest at times to get some insider trading, so to say. But really what you're doing then is looking at the phase 3 cards, and you'll take those and accumulative at the table and adjust the market accordingly. Once you do, then you can buy or sell based on what you chose in the phase 1 and phase 2. You'll do those and you'll adjust your ledger board either up or down, and then you'll collect your money or pay your money to the bank. Now, throughout each round of the game, except for the first round, you have the opportunity to use the lobbyist to also manipulate this market. Now, whoever has the most money at the table or net worth is going to be able to tap into this and manipulate the market further. And of course, at the end of each market, you can burst the bubble. And this is pretty handy, actually. You can really manipulate things quickly here. If you're on the far end, if it's at its highest value, 90, and you burst the bubble by bumping it up 1, then it's going to drop all the way to 10. It's pretty brutal, but you could really mess with your fellow players at the table. And on the other end of that, if you have a value that's already 10, but you drop it below, then it's going to bump back up to 90. So you really can manipulate this market fast. And that's one of the neat things about this game, is that you are quickly adjusting these values, and throughout each round, it's up and down, just like you would expect in maybe an active market. But those are the main things you're going to be doing. And again, at the end of the game, whoever has the most net worth is going to be the ultimate broker. All right, folks, just a reminder once again, this has been a Dice Tower paid preview, and everything you've seen here is actually done and published. Bicycle has these games available now, so go check out their website for more information. Now, the thing here is that this is a very light game, and if you have friends, family that aren't really gamers, this is a good entry-level stock market type game. And it is very fast-paced, which makes it pretty fun and multiple plays easily to engage with. But ultimately, folks, if this looks like something that would be of interest to you, I'm sure they'd appreciate your support. So I think that's it for me, and until next time, we'll see you at the table.